Remarkable! Incredible! Unbelievable!
Save! And Spark are champions! Good up, Pepe! Goal!
It doesn't get any better than that.
Hello and welcome to this Game and Frame presentation of the American Premier Soccer League, a game between Central Park Rangers and Zoom Schneider. There's two teams close to the bottom of the table looking to avoid that lone relegation spot. So today's Game and Frame broadcast of the American Premier Soccer League is sponsored by the Metropolitan Soccer League. With 4 competitive divisions, over 90 teams, and a pathway via promotion to the APSL, there is no better option for NYC clubs looking to enter the soccer pyramid than the CSL. Today's Game and Frame broadcast is also sponsored by Salt Athletic. Salt have made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag. The aircase blocks smell using antimicrobial technology, making for odor-free car rides and houses. Salt is offering the Game and Frame community exclusive discount, so scan the QR code to get 10% off. Keep it fresh. Stay tuned for kickoff in 5. The Metro Conference, right? So the two teams shake hands, take their sides of the pitch. Zoom Schneider in the light green, going right to left. CPR in the grayish blue, going left to right. It's a big game for CPR. They're winless in their last 7. Only 3 points coming from those games. And they're only 2 points clear of last place in the league, that relegation spot. So a win today would be huge for them with that game in hand. As for Zoom Schneider, they've been pretty good as of late. Good form, 14 points in their last 7 that they did lose last time out. But those 14 points in their last 7 have basically steered them clear of that last relegation spot, though you can never be sure in the APSL. And it's a big game for both sides, as 3 points separate the two in the table. Like Central Park Rangers will start off with the ball. Mohamed Miri up top, ready to get things underway for CPR. And we're off at Roosevelt Island. CPR starting off the ball with Pete Berry and the back line that hasn't conceded so many goals this year. Zoom Schneider, actually the lowest goal scoring team in the league, joint with only 25 goals to their name so far. But they do find themselves with more points than CPR. We'll see if that changes after today. Zoom control the ball at the back, playing it back to Giovanni Cruz. Spreading it to the left-hand side for Salim Ziri, who looks for the long ball. It's brought down well by Zoom, who have started the game well on this left-hand side. Here's Sully Corneal in midfield. And Ziri again, who can make runs forward from center back, but they do give it away. Zoom and CPR get their first go with the ball and hoist it up in towards Zoom's half, but aimlessly out for a throw-in. And Zoom Schneider, who love possessing the ball, to do a lot of it today. They do give it away here. James Turpek kicking it out of play for a Zoom Schneider throw-in. CPR happy to lay off Zoom, let them play the ball around the back. Here's Desiri again. His ball is deflected, and it will be a Zoom throw-in, which they take quickly. First moment in the penalty area for either side for Zoom Schneider. It's headed back in and then headed away, and again out by Matt Berenger. Zoom look to go again. CPR not able to really retain possession as of yet. They do have it now. Erringer looking for Miri, but he's taken off the ball by Corneal. So good start for Zoom, controlling most of the ball, keeping it in CPR's half with Taziri looking to play it through. Around, it was cleared away by Nick King, but to nobody except a green shirt. Mateo Munoz looking to play it over the top. Well intercepted and played through by Turpek. They give it away again. And CPR just can't seem to deal with the high press of Zoom Schneider right now. Ball was sent forward by Dickeroff, and it'll be a throw-in for Zoom Schneider deep in CPR territory. Staziri. Most touches on the ball for either team as of yet. Corneal stepped in, and it'll be a CPR throw-in. Be taken by Bonfields back to Pete Berry. Here's King. King looking to play it through. It was intercepted by Desiri, but not well. And here's Miri. And Miri's got a man with him, and it was really well defended by the Zoom Schneider captain. That's Denis Zonku. And that's a great switch of play for Zoom to escape the CPR press. It's Munoz looking to play the ball over the top. The run was from Andre Gomez, and it came off him again. It'll be a CPR throw-in. Gomez, the top scorer for Zoom Schneider with 11 of their 25 goals this season. They're going to need him to bag a couple today if they're going to beat this back line of CPR. Throw-in taken up by Barry. Bonfield's lost the header. Now it's sent up to Matt Berenger. Berenger taking on his man on this left-hand side. And Berenger doing well. No free kick given by the referee as Zoom recover, with Munoz winning the ball back. Back to Desiri on this left-hand side. The 4-5-1 of CPR transitioning into a 4-3-3 when they press. Here's Cornel. It's out to Rio Koizo. And here's Dickeroff. Ball over the top looking for Gomez. It's just a little bit too far from Mateo Munoz, the midfield engine of this Zoom team. That's been able to bolster an average of 2 points per game in their last 7, unlike their opponents, who have not even had half a point. It's a big game for CPR, looking to get back to winning ways as the rain starts to pour down at Roosevelt Island. Ball sent forward, looking for Miri, too far. Be a Zoom goal kick. Taken short by Cruz. And here's Mateo Munoz for Zoom. To the right-hand side, back to Munoz. They go long ball this time. The flick was looking for Andre Gomez. He couldn't get there. Be a CPR free kick in a good area. First real set piece opportunity of the game for either side. King who stands over it and places the ball. CPR only leaving 2 men back. Got a lot of height in their center backs. Ball is towards the back post, and the header is won and into the arms. First save of the game, and it was needed by Giovanni Cruz. It was an awkward one. The header from Tony Skimeka, probably looking to get it back across, but instead gave the goalkeeper work to do at his near post. First chance of the game for either side. Very much against the run of play, but Zoom survived for now, and CPR look to retain some of their own possession almost 9 minutes into this one. Goalkeeper Jadea Gildian playing it out left. Miri brought it down wonderfully and just can't get to the follow-up. It was really nice skill from Desiri, and then the poke on will find Dickeroff on this left-hand side. He's got a lot of space. He's got Gomez on his left. He might go alone here, Dickeroff. It's laid off, and the ball back to him just a little bit too far. Desiri is able to keep it alive with Mateo Munoz. Cross to his center back partner, Denis Onku. And that ball is intercepted by Skimeka. Be a Zoom throw-in Won well by Koizo, the right-hand side. Here's Munoz. Munoz looks for the check and get it to the right-hand side. The ball in is looking for Gomez, who won the header. It was a little bit too high for him, and Bonfield can deal with it on this right-hand side. But he lost out to Dickeroff, and it'll be a throw-in for Zoom, deep in CPR territory. Taziri, heavy touch, and sent back by the captain Anku. Here's Corneal, who's calm with it, and here's Anku again. And Corneal can't evade the high press of CPR, and the ball in behind was just intercepted by the captain, Denise Anku, because Matt Berenger would have been in for CPR, and now at the other end, it's Andre Gomez, who's got some space here against Kameka, and his ball just evades the crossbar. Not sure if he was shooting from that area, but end-to-end football. Both teams survive. It was a great ball looking for Matt Berenger and really well read by the captain. Berenger would have been through on goal with only Giovanni Cruz there to stop him. Gildin gonna send the goal kick long here for CPR. The flick on was won by Nick King, but only out for a Zoom throw-in. Richard Bastion, the fullback, to throw it in. And here's Anku with Cruz, and now Desiri. He's got Corneal in the check. CPR's pressed a little bit higher now after they won it back last time. The press led by Karbashian. It was his ball looking for Berenger that almost got through. First couple of touches on the game for him. Central attacking midfielder. Zoom send it long. It's an interesting, awkward one for CPR to deal with, and just about done well by Jimmy Barrios. He took the risky option, headed back to his goalkeeper, and just got enough on it. And here's Miri peering to the left-hand side with some space. Miri with Anku to greet him. Miri's pullback is for the strike from Karbashian, which was blocked well. Sure, it was going in anyways. Here's Miri again. It's better from CPR. Left-hand side. The ball in is towards Bonfields. It won't reach him. And Zoom can look to break away. CPR looking to have settled into the game after the first 12 minutes. But here is Andre Gomez and a lot of space for Dickeroff if he can get this right. He's got Bonfields to greet him. His left-footed ball is too far for everybody, and it'll be a goal kick for CPR. They throw a lot of men forward, Central Park Rangers. There's always that counter-attacking chance with Felix Dickeroff, who's the left midfielder for Zoom. Got a lot of pace in him. Now he's back defending, and that ball in behind is amazing for Berenger. He's gonna have to wait for help to greet him. And Berenger wins the 50-50 no-hand ball given by the referee, and it's Felix Dickeroff dropping back to clear it away for Zoom. Matt Berenger looking very dangerous for CPR on that left-hand side. And Dickeroff back to Desiri. Here's Corneal. This ball for Dickeroff is just a little bit too far. Throw in forwards, and we'll do it again with Pete Barry. There's Bonfields. Miri with Desiri on his back, and Miri is not fouled in the eyes and opinion of the referee, and Desiri can bring it forwards, and this is what happens when CPR throws a lot of bodies forward. On the left-hand side, it's Andre Gomez who made the run forwards and won the corner kick. off of Skemeka. First corner of the game for either side, 15 minutes in. And it'll be taken by the top goal scorer, Andre Gomez. Zoom a little more. Ball in is, I think, punched away by the goalkeeper and then headed away again by Barrington. It's a great fake shot there, and the actual shot is sent well over the bar from Richard Bastion, the right fullback. And guess it took a nick off of a CPR leg. It'll be a corner for Zoom. They'll do it again from this left-hand side. Last one punched away from Jadea Gildeen. They're more conservative. They leave more men at the back than CPR. Zoom. Ball in is from Gomez, and this one is caught by Gildeen, who can settle things down for CPR before rolling it out to Barrios. And the flick on is really well done, and Kardashian looking to roll it through for Miri, but he's just offside. It was a well played offside trap from Zoom Schneider. And the ball is back in play with Desiri. Dickeroff dropping more into a left back position, with Zoom having to do some defending as of late. There's Bastion looking back for Cruz, and now Desiri with no man even close to him. CPR abandoning their press for now. He always does look for Dickeroff, and he looks for him now, and the flag stays down on Felix Dickeroff. It's too easy from a CPR standpoint. It's let run to Gomez, and it's just over the bar. Well played again with Desiri's ball to this left-hand side for Felix Dickeroff. And CPR just a little bit jumbled at the back, having to deal with that ball over the top. It's a good chance for Gomez. By his standards, would have liked to do better. Gildeen's ball out to the right-hand side. Header was won by Corneille, but Miri did well, and Miri's clipped in the back, and it will be the first caution of the game for Desiri, who disagrees with the referee, but it was cynical in the back. And CPR can put their set-piece work to the table again, getting their only shot on goal from the last one. It's James Tirpek who stands over this one, the opposite side. Assume he'd be looking for Skemeka again. He towers over everybody in that box. He won the first header. So sent in by Tirpek with whip, and the free header by Miri. What a great CPR goal. The flag stays down. Well, they've had the ball in the last 10 or so minutes, and they've made it count. Look at that ball in from James Tirpek. It was absolutely gorgeous. And the striker, Mohamed Miri, was left unmarked in the middle. Heads it back across the goalkeeper, Giovanni Cruz, who didn't even move. And it's a CPR goal from their first real well-worked chance of the game. So 1-0 as Zoom get play underway. CPR again looking for their first win in their last 7. Be a huge 3 points for them. It would just about secure them a spot in the APSL next season. Take them 5 points clear of that last place with the end of the season coming close, but here is Dickeroff again. He does keep it in. And Pete Barry is able to get in ahead of Gomez, who makes a great tackle and wins it back from Barry. Ball was for Koizo. He couldn't retain it, and here's Bastian on the right-hand side. Check in, no foul given by the referee. He's Miri, the goal scorer, doing well again. And now Bonfields. The middle of the pitch with Ollie Clift. The ball out wide, looking for Behringer, is well defended, well headed back to Giovanni Cruz. Zoom looking to get back into their rhythm that they had in the first 10 minutes. And this man's been a lot of it. Dicker off with Gomez, who looks to pull it back to Chiozo, just couldn't feed it through. Miri doing well in these 50-50s, but he can't win that one. Corneal out to Bastian, and Bastian again, given away. And here's Carbascione. The ball out wide, looking for Behringer, just under his foot. Would have been a good chance with the two number 10s going up against each other. It'll be a Zoom throw-in. CPR, who looked like they could barely touch the ball in the opening 10 minutes, now look like they have this game under their spell. Here's Desiri with Dicker off left-hand side of him. He'll send it back to Corneal. And now Anku. Right to Andres Munoz, back to Anku. Here's Desiri. The press high is from Bonfields. Cruz gonna deal with it. Ball over the top is looking for Bastian and headed back to his goalkeeper well by Jimmy Barrios. And here is Behringer, laying it off to Carbascione. And Bonfields with Carbascione on his shoulder. He beats Gomez well. Miri just to play it back to Bonfields, who got a clip on his ankles by Munoz. And it'll be another free kick from CPR. The most dangerous of their opportunities clearly coming from their set pieces. A careless free kick to give away from Mateo Munoz. It's like Tirpek, man who put in the pearl of a ball to supply the first one, will go short this time, and that doesn't work out for CPR with the ball flying over the goal. So after this, tune in for FC Sanzek versus Central Park Rangers. That's in the CSL, Cosmopolitan Soccer League, at 8 p.m. tonight, Division 1. Also at 8 p.m. tonight, in the APSL, is Richmond versus Pan Cyprian in the Metro Conference. Stay tuned for those here on Game and Frame, as Desiri starts with the ball again for Zoom. Out wide to Bastian. Bastian looks back, and they go long again looking for Gomez, but that's not going to trouble Skimeka at all. Munoz out wide. It's intercepted by Behringer. Behringer with some space and a man on his back. Takes his time before playing it out wide to Bonfields. He's got Pete Barry on the overlap. He could take it by himself, Bonfields, and his ball to Pete Barry. They weren't on the same page. It'll be a Zoom goal kick. Desiri and Mateo Munoz looking for Andres Munoz. Controls it before playing it back to Bastian. Richard Bastian driving. Here's Corneal. Corneal's got Desiri with some space. Desiri with Dickeroff on his left. And here is Dickeroff. He's got Desiri making the run forwards. He opts for the ball backwards. And they go all the way back to Mateo Munoz. Here's Andres Munoz. Ball over the top is flicked on well, and it's Gomez getting in. The tackle was from Skimeka. It wasn't a good one, and it's in. And it's Desiri, the man guilty of the free kick that led to CPR's opening goal, making amends with the equalizer at the back post. The work was all done by Andre Gomez getting the ball across. And the first big chance of the game for Zoom Schneider is their equalizer in the 25th minute mark. Out of nothing from a CPR standpoint, but it was well built up again from Desiri getting it to Dickeroff, and eventually the center back Desiri never stopped running. A yellow card and a goal for him inside of 25 minutes, and we're back to 1-1. It's Corneille for Zoom. Desiri looks first time high. Barrios looking out wide and got a clip on his ankle. Be a CPR free kick. Seemed as if they had the momentum, and then just a nice bit of spell of passing from Zoom creates a wonderful chance. It wasn't well dealt with by Skimeka with Gomez on his back, and Gomez picked out the perfect ball for Desiri, who couldn't miss. Right on the doorstep. Be a Zoom throw-in. Taken by Bastion, and here's Mateo Munoz. They really leave Dickeroff with a lot of space from a CPR perspective. Their fullback's really narrow. And here's Gomez checking in again, back to Desiri, and his ball to Dickeroff is just too far. Throw in, be taken by Pete Barry. Looks down the line for Bonfils, but the header was won by Felix Dickeroff, and a great turn by Gomes. He's got two men on him. He can beat both of them. Gomes with some space. Gomes looking to cut inside and fire one wide and high. Great skill to beat Pete Barry, but just couldn't get the shot right from a sharp angle. Sent up by the goalkeeper Gildine, brought down by Munoz. And now out wide to Berenger, who lost out to Bastion. Chiozo. And Andres Munoz finding Koizo again. Here's Bastion. Bastion's ball for Gomez. Gomez slipped trying to get back to it, and Barry's ball forward was intercepted. Corneille does well to hold on and retain possession for Zoom. And here's Desiri, and they leave Dickeroff with a lot of space again on this left-hand side. Dickeroff goes back to Corneille. And now all the way back to Anku. Out wide to Mateo Munoz. Ball brought down by Corneille. Here's Andres Munoz. The run forward was by Koizo. The ball didn't reach him. It was well intercepted by Terpek. And free kick won by Carbashiun. Be taken quickly by Barrios. And here's Bonfils. Dickeroff the defender. Bonfils' ball finds Van Brewer. Van Brewer checks back. A little clip on his ankles, which will be a free kick. Sent forward by Terpek, looking for Miri, who just couldn't reach it. It's another great ball from Terpek to Miri. The connection right there for Zoom to see, but it seems hard for them to deal with it. Ball over the top for Dickeroff with Barry as the defender. Dickeroff controls it well. He's got Gomez making the run forwards. He opts to go back, and it was well intercepted by Karbashian, who looks early for Miri, who will get to this on the right-hand side. Desiri is the defender who's on a yellow card. Mateo Munoz comes over, comes off Desiri, and it'll be a throw-in for CPR. Bonfields going to tee up a long one. Instead he goes into Miri's back. Miri looks to turn and get a low ball in, which came off to Ziri, and will be the first corner of the game for Central Park Rangers. Clearly dangerous set-piece team. Get a chance at the left foot of Van Brewer to whip one in from this right-hand side. It's an in-swinger. It's right on the goalkeeper, who gets two hands on it to punch it away, but the ball brought down wasn't really well done by Corneille, and Van Brewer got the shot all wrong. It'll go out for a throw-in, I think. Had a little arm on his back, but not enough to go down for a penalty. The poor touch by Corneille, almost a big mistake. But Zoom survive as the rain starts to calm here at Roosevelt Island. Throwing deep in their own end, though. Bastion looking forward, but it was just won by Van Brewer, and now it'll be a goal kick. So today's Game in Frame broadcast is sponsored by Salt Athletic, and Salt have made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag. The aircase blocks smell using antimicrobial technology, making for odor-free car rides and houses. Salt is offering the Game in Frame discount 10%. Click the link below. Scan the QR code below. And always keep it fresh. Here's Koizo for Zoom. Sent out wide, and the header was won by Bonfields. And up towards Miri. But Anku stepped in front of him, and Corneille couldn't retain it, put an arm on it, and it's going to be a handball on him. Nick King stands over it. A little central to put a ball into the box from here, but why not? From a CPR perspective. It'll be Terpek, man who assisted the first set-piece goal. He looks towards the middle of the goal. Ziri got a foot on it, good foot on it. And it's well headed back to Corneille. And Corneille's got Dickeroff with a lot of space on his left-hand side. Dickeroff looking to roll it through, but just put too much on it as Skimeka can see it out for a goal kick. Jadea Gildin sends it up towards Bonfields. Came off Dickeroff. It'll be kept in, and now it'll be a CPR throw-in. Taken quickly, good touch by Bonfields, and well sent away. Brought down by Terpek, and now Skimeka. Skimeka with Barrios. Barrios towards the middle of the field for Karbashian. CPR looking to retain some possession of their own. Pass the ball around the back. It's a higher press from Zoom. Here's Barrios. He looks back to his goalkeeper. Dangerous ball there. But Gildin's able to send it forwards, and it's really well flicked on from the head of Behringer for Miri to control and hold up. Great ball out there to Bonfields. And Bonfields taking men on, looking to clip it over the top for Behringer, who stayed onside. He sends it over to Miri. And what a tackle that is from the captain, Anku, to keep it out of the goal. Looked as if Miri was clean through for a brace. And Denise Anku just about got a foot in. Miri again. Good tackle by Jaziri, and it hit back off of Miri. It'll be a Zoom throw-in. Wonderful tackle from the skipper to make sure Giovanni Cruz didn't have to do anything to keep it out of his goal. And Bonfields will win a CPR throw-in. It's a wonderful play in the middle from Bonfields, beating his man, rolling it through for Berenger, who helps it on its way for Miri. And here is Miri again, using his body and his strength well, and pulling it back, and the header, oh, how's he missed that? What a chance for Berenger, free header from the doorstep inside the 6-yard box. And it just clipped off his head and over the bar. So unlucky, some would say, but Mohamed Miri really hard for Zoom to contain. Creating a lot for CPR up top. And they should be 2-1 up. Desiri over the top for Dicker off, but the ball skidding on this wet surface just too far for him to get to. So chances at both ends. And sure if that's a foul throw-in or just a little slip. Get a chance to do it again, Pete Barry. It's a bad tackle from Andre Gomez, who's immediately apologetic towards Van Brewer. Free kick's taken by Skimeka, looking long for Miri, and why not with how he's playing right now, and he's able to control it. Miri trying to get it back to his right foot. The strike is brilliant from Armand Karbashian. Absolutely goal out of nothing for CPR. Ball sent forwards by Skimeka, held up well again by Miri, who's really imposing his grip on the game. And what a brilliant finish from Karbashian. No chance again for Giovanni Cruz, who could do nothing but watch the ball sail into his top left corner. And with just under 8 minutes to go in this first half, CPR have their lead back. It's been coming in these past couple of minutes. Zoom get play back underway with Munoz. Feel hard done by that, but Miri's strength just too much. Good tackle by Pete Barry. And sent forwards again. This one Miri cannot get to, with Anku taking no chances and getting it away from him. Mohamed Miri tried to chop it onto his right, and here's Berenger looking to spread it out wide, and he'll catch Bonfields. Bonfields could be in, and just a little bit of a heavy touch is intercepted by Corneille. Staring at the goalkeeper one-on-one, just took a little heavy touch, and Corneille was back and fast, but Bonfields looking to win it back for CPR. And Zoom in danger of imploding here. Plenty of great chances, grade A scoring opportunities for CPR. Here's Barry. He looks for Miri, who thought he was offside. And Desiri will settle it. Anku out to Bastion. CPR retaining more of the ball as we come to these closing stages of this first half. The flick on from Berenger. Miri using his strength again, looking to head it down. And that's got to be a free kick. It's another one conceded by Mateo Munoz. This is another good link-up play between Miri and Karbashian. It was a tackle Mateo Munoz had to make. It's a free kick right on the edge of the area for CPR with 5 minutes to go in this first half. Some clumsy challenges from Zoom Schneider, gifting opportunities. The Rangers here. It's the man with the goal and assist, Mohamed Miri, who stands over it, as well as Van Brewer's left foot. It is a right-footed free kick taker position, and it is Miri. It's over the wall. It's absolutely brilliant. What a player Mohamed Miri is, and what a strike that is. It's the third goal of the game, where Giovanni Cruz can do nothing but watch it fly past him. So Miri with 2 goals and an assist inside 40 minutes. And CPR, who have been in such poor form, find 3 first-half goals. And they don't look like letting off. Zoom looking to get play underway quickly. After equalizing to make it 1-1, it looked like it's going to be a pretty even fixture, but CPR with some great play and some bad challenges from Zoom Schneider. Looking to pull away in this one, but it is still early. So with just under 4 minutes to go, remember at halftime, we will be showing you the Goal of the Month nominees for April. And you can vote for those after you see them on @GameInFrame. Zoom will look to get back into this game before halftime. Definitely favorites going into it based on the previous run of form. They find themselves 2 goals behind, a team that doesn't concede very many. And here's Gomez bringing it down wonderfully. They're going to need a spark from him, definitely. It'll be a CPR throw-in with Pete Barry. Turn again by Miri, who can't do any wrong at the moment. The ball from Barrios is wayward. And it'll be a Zoom throw-in. Cornel. Desiri, the goal scorer for Zoom on his left-hand side. Well defended. Stepped in by Nick King. And Dickeroff will take the throw-in. Sent forward by Miri to nobody. CPR looking to escape this first half with the 2-goal cushion that they fought for in the last 10 minutes of it. It's sent up by Giovanni Cruz. Here's Mateo Munoz. And the captain, Anku. Out wide to Desiri. Desiri looks for Gomez. Got much help with them except Dickeroff, and they play it well with Koizo. He's got nowhere to go. Back to Desiri. Good stepping press from CPR. Here's Mateo Munoz. Desiri again. As Zoom look to retain some of their possession that they had a lot of early in the game. Good step from Pete Barry. And here's Barrios. That's a poor challenge from Karbashian. Or Miri, rather. And it'll be a free kick for Zoom Schneider in a good area as this first half comes to a close with just over 15 seconds to go in the 45. Be a big moment if they could get back into the game here. Ball is high, it evades the goalkeeper. There's the header from Skimeka. It'll stay in for a throw-in for Zoom. or rather the offside flag is up, and that'll do it for the first half. So after they went ahead at the beginning through a header from Mohamed Miri, Zoom equalized straight away with Desiri, but then two pieces of brilliance right at the end of first half from CPR sees them take a 2-goal cushion into halftime as they look to escape that relegation battle. So here are the Goal of the Month nominees for April.
Zero gets half a yard, catches it beautifully, and opens the scoring with a rip-roaring strike. It's signature Junior Zero. Espinoza gets around, and he puts it in! And it's 3-2. Richmond regain the lead. Trouble for Real Central. Shot from distance, looking to beat the keeper. And how about that for a finish to start this game? From about 35 yards out, AC Childsey stunned John Bowen in net.
Good touch. There's space on the left wing, carrying into the box, taking on one man, taking on a second, looking for a shot, and a beautiful goal! What a strike! East Coast are right back into this one. It's 2-1.
Neto leaves it. Oliveira, 2-1, perfectly placed. Good enough pace to beat Valencia, but also the placement as well. Just inside the far post. And Oliveira.
Willie goes long, trying to find Reynoso. Reynoso gets a touch over the keeper. Reynoso, open goal. And he finishes to make it 2-0. A beautiful touch by David Reynoso over the keeper. And he slots it home.
Mohu. Tug at the shirt. He's had a hit. What a strike! From Mohu, top left corner.
Smith lets it run. Now gonna bring it forward. Smith gets through two. Smith into the middle. He scores! Quentin Smith puts it in at the far post. And Brooklyn have doubled their lead.
Fascioli in a little more space. And he's looking for Richmond. He's played a nice ball over the top. He's gotten it under control. A little clip over the top. What a goal from the Philadelphia skipper.
Back to pitch, it goes to Moya. Looks like a cross is getting set to be put into the box by Aarons, who takes a shot instead, and he scores! Kirol Aarons makes it 3 for the Empire.
Along the left wing, 1 step over, 2 step overs, cutting it inward, playing it back to Ricardo. Mira Sanchez! Goal! Ricardo Mira Sanchez makes it 3-1.
Over the top, goalkeeper a long way off his line, LaFlash. His pass is loose, however, he's a long way off his goal. The goal is gaping and the goal is bypassed. Finally for New York International, they break free. Elation, Alex Theodorescu has opened the scoring.
So remember to vote for those at Game and Frame on Insta. as we close into the final moments of halftime and get ready for the second half. See what Zoom can bring to the table.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get
almost ready to get this second half underway with Zoom Schneider keeping the exact same team on the pitch and looking to tap into this 2-goal cushion supplied by Mohamed Miri that CPR have on them. And here's Dickeroff, who was one of their bright spots in the first half, at least for the first part of it. And here's Corneal. The high press right away from CPR, but Corneal's able to evade it before finding Richard Bastion. Richard Bastion was looking for man up top. Couldn't find him. He'll take the throw in. Here's Koizo. It's back to Bastion, who finds Corneal. It's good from Zoom right away, and it's a good tackle too. Here's out to Berenger, who runs across his man for finding Bonfils. Bonfils, good tackle by Corneal. And Mateo Munoz with some men with him. It's to Gomez. Looks for Munoz again. Munoz, not much help. Looks for the ball in towards Gomez. Didn't get to him. One substitution, I should say, for Zoom with Matic coming on the pitch to play up front. Offers something new. So they don't score many, but they'll need 2 here to get something from this one. Throw and taken by Dickeroff. Back to Desiri. Center back pair stays the same with Desiri and Anku. Here's Bastion. Bastion well pressed, and the ball's well won to Miri. Miri spreads it back out wide to Berenger. And now Karbashian, second goal scorer. The winning goal as it stands. He flicks it on for Miri. It's all really well done to get it to Berenger. Shooting opportunity for Berenger. He tried to go through Desiri instead. And Zoom escape. It's well worked again from CPR, who just run the ball out of play with Pete Barry. Really good build-up between Karbashian, Berenger, and Miri. Three influentials up top. Here's Munoz, who finds Koizo, who can flick it out to Matic. Matic's first touch is a great ball across, and Gomez just couldn't get there, but kept it in. The ball sent forward and just wide of the target by Dickeroff. It's a great ball across from the newly introduced Matic, and it just needed a touch that was not supplied by anybody in green. Gildine to take the goal kick. Goes high and right towards Barry, who lost the header, but it comes to Terpek. And here's Berenger. Matchup they like, with Berenger losing out on the 50-50 though to Anku, the captain. And here's Bastion. Bastion with Matic ahead of him. It's Andres Matic to Andres Munoz, rather, to Mateo Munoz, and now Desiri, who has Anku. They're not rushing at Zoom. Plenty of time left to get back into this game. It's a great ball out to Bastion, who controls it well. Squares up his man, who got a foot on it. That was Barrios, but Zoom retained the ball. Here's Andres Munoz, clearing men out before playing it back to Anku. Everybody forward now for Zoom. That's what they do. They do go back all the way to Giovanni Cruz. Not many touches on the ball for him. All the CPR shots have been perfect. The flick on backwards from Matic wasn't a great one. And Barrios can just about keep it in play, not find anyone. Matic using his strength well. And it will be a corner kick. It's well won by Matic, using his body. CPR disagree with the decision, but it'll be Mateo Munoz's right foot. Outswinger this time for Zoom, who haven't posed as much of a set-piece threat as their opponents. See what they can do from this one. Headed away all too easily by Terpek, and it'll be a throw-in for Zoom. Munoz not finding anybody open. Way back to Bastion, and CPR content to let Zoom just go backwards with it. Here's Anku. Controlled the ball in the last 5 or so minutes. Haven't made much from it. Munoz, the ball running under his foot, and it'll be a goal kick and a reprieve for CPR. So this Thursday in the APSL Metro Conference, stay tuned for Pan Cyprian versus Vistola Garfield. That's at 8:15 p.m. Thursday, May 8th. As Gildine sends the ball forwards. Just to Anku. CPR content with letting their opponents control much of the ball, but win it back all too easily. Mistake from the goalkeeper, who makes up for it with his first real notable save of the match. It was a ball from Cruz that went straight to Bonfils. Struck it right at him with his left foot. And the effort from Nick King wasn't all too far away with his left foot from miles out. But Zoom survived their mistake. Keep it at a 2-goal game. And look to go again quickly. Here's Desiri. Center back who scored the tap in to equalize at the beginning of the first half. The flick on was looking for Dickeroff. Did not find him. It will be a Zoom Schneider throw-in. Tough one for Corneo to control. He did well with it. And Koizo looks backwards to Desiri. Spreads it across to Anku. And now Bastion. Now they high press, but Bastion as well to evade it. And Bastion looks long. It's for Dickeroff, who had a little nudge in his back, and it's a painful one for him. An awkward fall, and no free kick given for the referee, and no sympathy shown from CPR as they get play underway right quickly with Miri, who's got men with him. He's got Berenger at the back post just to get it on his right foot and use his strength to hold it up, but hasn't got much help, and it was well defended by Zoom. It was Corneal who could break away, and now Dickeroff with plenty of space over the middle, but the heavy touch just intercepted by Terpek. And it's really open now with Miri. He's got the ball forwards if he could find Kerbashian. Just couldn't get there ahead of Anku. And back and forth play to start this second half. Here's Bastion. To Koizo. Koizo with less press this time from CPR. Catch their breath. Here's Desiri. And Dickeroff looks to spread it towards the middle. It was well chested down by Matic, but the header over the top of him from Barrios gets it out to Mateo Munoz. His ball got a flick and another flick. It's Andres Munoz now. If he can turn, he can't, but he can retain possession for Zoom Schneider. And here's Bastion. Mateo Munoz again. Mateo Munoz's ball for Koizo. The flag stayed down, but Koizo just couldn't get to it. It's better from Zoom, but a lot of men back from CPR able to keep any shots away from Jadea Gildeen's goal. He'll take the goal kick. Sends up towards Berenger, who won the header. Will knock on his head, but it only came to Desiri. And now Bastion, great turn. Got a little nick. Advantage played by the referee. Matic holds it up, and Munoz steps over the challenge of Kerbashian. Zoom with a lot of the ball, just looking to create something. Koizo to Corneal. And now out wide to Mateo Munoz. He's got Bastion right of him. Munoz to Matic. Back to Bastion. He looked away Corneal before finding Andres Munoz. And now here's Koizo. It's really good build-up from Zoom. If Mateo Munoz can get to this, he can. It's a low pullback, and the strike from the main goal scorer, Andre Gomez, just got it wrong. It's a big chance for him. biggest chance of the second half so far for Zoom Schneider. It was really well worked. One-touch football. As they're putting their foot on the metal and really laying out the challenge to CPR to hold on to this lead. Well kept in by Behringer, but nobody there to help him. Staziri looks out to the left-hand side. And now here's Gomez. Great ball to Corneal. And good tackle by Kerbashian. And now on the counter-attack is where CPR can be dangerous. Cruises off his line, though, and he's very calm with it, but Munoz just about can't get to the ball out from him. Mohamed Miri making the run forward. Pete Berry. And now King tries to turn Koizo before finding Berry. And Berry's ball in. Miri could get onto this if it wasn't for the safe hands of Giovanni Cruz. CPR look to ready 2 subs, one of them being Jaden Young, who will be playing against his former club when he goes on. Be sweet for him to go away with a victory. That's a really bad challenge from Pete Berry in the back of Dickeroff. And the 2 subs for CPR. This will be Chris Foy and Jaden Young. Chris Foy for Pete Berry, so he'll take his position on the right-hand side. And Jaden Young on as well. The free kick was taken too quickly for the referee's liking. They'll have to do it again. The other man who came off was Bon Fields, so Jaden Young will take his place on right wing. It's a right-handed swap, both their right fullback and their right winger for CPR as they look to get fresh legs. The ball from Zoom Schneider is high, too high and too easy for Jadea Gilden from Mateo Munoz's perspective, and his throw out for Behringer was almost perfect. Andres Munoz looks backwards. Here's Anku. And now Munoz to Anku. Corneal trying to hold it up. Finds Desiri. No urgency as of yet for Zoom. Happy to play with their controlled build-up, but Skemeka stepped in really well and won it back for CPR. And they switch it well with Barrios. Barrios with Behringer. Now Behringer looks backwards for Peck, and with a man in his back, it'll be a Zoom Schneider throw-in. Mateo Munoz. He's got Dickeroff on his left-hand side. Here's Dickeroff and Munoz again. Munoz spreads it wide for the other Munoz, Andres. Anchu. CPR passing the ball around, looking to find that hole. Zoom, rather. Going to find that hole in the CPR defense. Just hasn't shown up yet. And that's not going to do them any favors. The wayward ball from Gomes, who's had a quiet day. I think it's going to be a drop ball for the goalkeeper rather than a goal kick as it hit a tree. And here's Barrios. Barrios in the flick, looking for Miri. Oh, it's on Anshu, and Miri got behind him, and he missed. The hat trick staring him in the face, and the whole world expected him to score, and he just dragged it wide. Beat the goalkeeper, Giovanni Cruz, but just couldn't fit it inside the post. Well, he got behind the captain, Deniz Anshu, all too easily. And he had the chance to seal the game for sure for CPR, who will have to be content with their 2-goal cushion. A chance for Mohamed Miri, who 2 other goals were definitely a little bit harder than that one. This time Cruz able to put him off enough. So Zoom Schneider survive. And the newly introduced Chris Foy will throw it back to the goalkeeper. It's an interesting throw-in. And it invites a really high press that CPR will have to deal with, and they lose out to Bonfil. And now it's Gomes. And it's a good, big save from Jadea Gildeen. The high press from Bonfil, winning the ball off of Matt Berenger. Another big chance for Gomes, who just can't find a way past Jadea Gildeen, who held on to the ball well. Chances at both ends, and neither team able to find back of the net as of yet in this second half. Another substitution for CPR. Be Ishkanyo. And he'll come on for Terpek. Great game from James Terpek. It was his beautiful free kick to open the scoring. Ball in towards Miri. CPR's throw in. That strength from Berenger. He's got Munoz with an arm on him. He's got 3 with him, and he just couldn't find Miri, who's making another great run. Munoz only to the strike from Kerbashiun. Tried to bend it into that far corner, but Giovanni Cruz is able to get to it rather easily. Not enough power in it. Giveaways at the back being the main source of attacking prowess for both sides at the moment. Just Cornel to Desiri. Good step from Foy to win the ball back for CPR. The goalkeeper looks for Skimeka. And Skimeka sends it long. He sees Miri in a one-on-one. And Miri just couldn't control it. It's a matchup they've had the entire game, Miri versus Anshu. Andres Munoz finds Matic in the middle. Rubic. Ball over the top from Miri. If he can get to this, the goalkeeper decided to come late and very calmly dribbled past Mohamed Miri. We're still looking for that hat trick. Andres Munoz. Zoom looking to break through, just haven't really found that killer pass yet. Here's Dickeroff. Flick around the corner from Gomes. not doing any problems for CPR. As Zoom ready, 2 more substitutions. Try and add more attacking firepower. As we close in the second half, the ball way too far from Desiri. So it's Tal Burmov and Joe Lesk coming on for Zoom Schneider. Koizo and Mateo Munoz, 2 of the most influential men for Zoom Schneider of the day, coming off the midfield duo. That's a stamina issue. Been running all day, Munoz and Koizo. And they'll get a rest. But Zoom need 2 goals. The header won by Cornel. Looks like Lesk is way more up forward than Koizo would have been, but the ball looking for Gomez on the left-hand side is easily done by Jadea Gildeen, who takes his time before picking it up, and there's the ball out of bounds. I think he thought that Skimeka was going to go down injured, but they do give it back. Zoom Schneider. And Gildeen now can send the ball forwards and in play. But it'll only find Anshu. Just over 20 minutes to play, and Zoom not really finding their gas yet. They need 2 goals. They're going to need them pretty quickly. Skimeka sends one up and stuck in the tree. Desiri forwards. It was Grubich who checked in, chested it down, and here's Cornel, very dangerous, almost a 3-on-1 for CPR. Rather, Andres Munoz is able to keep the ball in play for them. For Zoom. Here's Cornel. Touch back to Anshu. Not doing Zoom many favors passing the ball around the back like this. They're just tiring out CPR, but they look strong and ready, and they'll get the... Rather, will not get the throw in here. Here's Anshu. He's got some space if he can find Andres Munoz. Instead, he goes towards the middle. It wasn't a bad ball, but it was a better tackle from Skimeka. And they just can't find Miri making the run for a 1-on-1 forward. Clearly a little fatigued, Mohamed Miri. Ball goes up and into the arms of Jadea Gildeen, who's in no rush to get the ball back in play, but does find a pretty quick outlet for the former Zoom Schneider man, Jaden Young. Just couldn't control it. Here's Desiri. Anshu driving this time. Munoz looking for a good ball if it can find Grubich, who's able to pull it back, and it was just ahead of Gomes, but it will be a corner for Zoom Schneider, and it's better play getting in behind on the wide areas rather than going through the middle where CPR have a lot of compact players. Ball will be swung in by Andre Gomes. Good ball from Gomes, but it's headed away by the first man again. And now Mohamed Miri. And he's got a man on his back if he can outrun him. He's got one man ahead of him, and now is cynical in the back, and will be a clear yellow card for a surprise Burumov, who put a clip on Mohamed Miri, and it'll be a free kick for CPR. Bastion's ball forwards for Desiri to clear away. Burumov again. This time he finds Gomez and the ball forwards. Can't be offside. Kanyo's keeping everybody on. And it's a big chance for Zoom if they can get it right, but they can't, and that's got to be a foul on Skameka. It was Joe Lesk, just come off the bench, running forwards. Kept onside by Kanyo. And CPR got back in numbers to keep Zoom from finding a way through to their goal. They need 2 goals in under 20 minutes now. Zoom Schneider. Otherwise, Central Park Rangers will move 5 points clear of that relegation spot. A huge 3 points for them. And they'll move level on points with Zoom as well, as Miri doesn't want to give the ball back, and he'll gladly take a caution for that. Desiri for Cornel. Desiri again. Now Dicker off. More defensive position than he was to start the first half. Which was when Zoom found a lot of their attacking chances. So CPR ready a substitution. It's AJ Yagadesan, who does come in for Mohamed Miri on a hat trick. Who had that chance to get his hat trick and just dragged it a little bit wide, but still, what a day for him. 2 goals and an assist. Goal contributions in all of CPR's 3 goals, who they hope will be enough to see this one out and get them a monumental 3 points into staying in the APSL. But here is Desiri, and Zoom Schneider aren't done yet. Desiri again forwards. Well brought down by Matic. Now Grubic. Andres Munoz. His ball is high. There's no one at the back post waiting for it. But it will be a Zoom throw in as Jaden Young saw it out. Here's Lesk. Here's Anshu. And now Grubic on the turn. A pull on the back of Andrade, and it's gone quickly, the free kick. See it, it's played off for the strike from Matic. It was a free kick in a really good area that they decided to take quickly. They did get a shot out of it, but maybe would have rather the set piece. It was Andre Gomez, the man fouled in the back, and CPR mad at the linesman, but they find the goalkeeper off their line, and it'd be justice from their point of view. What a finish that was from Karbashiun to surely seal the 3 points, the first for them in 7 games. It was given away at the back by the captain Anshu, I think. And from nearly 30 yards out, Karbashiun took no time at all to catch Giovanni Cruz off his line, clip it over him, and supply a 3-goal lead for CPR, and there has to be no way back for Zoom now. The entirety of the team was complaining about a decision not given to them, while their attacking midfielder was too busy putting the ball in the net. Zoom go to attack straight away with Matic, who goes down, and handball or a dive. Free kick goes the other way. So it does look as if CPR will move 5 points clear of that relegation spot in the APSL. It's like they'll move level on points with Zoom Schneider after a dominant display. It's not over yet, but a 3-goal lead. It would take something crazy from Zoom. Carbassioun with a brace for himself. 2 lovely finishes. And here's Dickeroff to Grubic. Look back to the goalkeeper, but it was intercepted and not kept in by Matt Berenger, who's had himself a great day as well. Two balls on the pitch. Ref not bothered. We play on. Here's Dickeroff. Dickeroff's ball out wide for Andres Munoz is a good one, but look, really good pace, and it might be a goal kick as well. Great defending from Jimmy Barrios, who's been solid as a rock at left back all day. Remember, 8 p.m. tonight in the Cosmos Soccer League Division 1. It's FC Sanzek versus Central Park Rangers D1 team. And also at 8 p.m. Richmond versus Pan Cyprian Freedoms. That's in this Metro Conference, APSL. So pick your game and tune in at 8 on Game and Frame. Be a CPR throw-in. Up by Bastion. Sent back. And 2 hands in the back will not give Matic a free kick. They will get a throw-in Zoom. And now here's Munoz. Switch the play for Corneal with Desiri. Now let's good ball over the top for Desiri, who found himself in an offside position. Center back who likes to wander forwards. Scored the only goal of the game for Zoom, which feels like an eternity ago, to make it 1-1, since it's been 3 unanswered from CPR, who really found their attacking foot in this game. Only 3 points in their last 7. 3 draws, no wins, 4 losses. But it looks an entirely different story today for the Central Park Rangers, and much needed for their morale as the season's coming to an end as well. As for Zoom, it'll be 2 losses in a row when the final whistle blows here after a really good run of form. And now Matt Berenger is offside. Non-stop running all day for Matt Berenger. Play back underway. Here's Grubic on the left. Grubic looks for the flick from Desiri. It was a good one. And Dickeroff can pull it back. And Ishkanyo can clear it very far away. Dicker off to Grubich, and Dicker off again. Gets it on his left, firing across towards the back post, and it could have been a good chance for Andres Munoz, but the leaves in the way. The ref will probably give a drop ball, as Zoom argued that they would have had a good chance at that back post. Looks like the drop ball will go to Jadea Gildeen in the CPR goal. So, even nature not on Zoom Schneider's side today. As Barrios, who's put in a really long shift at left back, takes the throw in. Won back by Canyo, and well held on to and sent forwards towards Anshu, heads it forwards. And back to the goalkeeper. Here's Anshu. Ball intercepted by Jaden Young. A switch of play looking for Munoz. Might just be a little bit too far for him, but it'll be a throw in a not so good of an area for Central Park Rangers. Well hauled on to by Van Brewer, and he'll win the throw-in. Van Brewer gives it away, wins it back, and now sends it long. He's got Matt Berenger, who is outrun by Cornel, who's also put in a long shift, played all 85 minutes almost as of yet. As we enter the last 5 minutes, remember to vote for the goal of the month for April. That's at Game and Frame on Instagram. It's safe to say that there's no way back for Zoom now, but they do have a pretty good chance here with Andres Munoz driving forwards on the right-hand side. His ball is really far towards Gomez, who got the volley all wrong. And they came back in, and it's a corner kick. Appeals for handball, not given by the referee. So Gomez will take an in-swinger now, as Zoom look to get a second half goal on the board. It's in by Andre Gomez, and again dealt with by the first man, but not very well by Canyo. It'll be another corner. In again by Gomez. This one's better, and it came all the way through to Dickeroff, and then it was sent away. And now Matt Berenger wants to get onto it, and almost did. Lesk just about doing enough, as Cornel can play it all the way back to Giovanni Cruz. Ball through, just about intercepted by Canyo, who plays the ball back to his goalkeeper that he probably didn't want. He's able to deal with it. This ball sent back in by Grubich. Good skill to get it out to Anshu, who's transitioned from center back up into the right wing position. It's a great ball to his other center back partner, and it's a great save Almost a brace for Desiri coming up from center half. But Jadea Gildeen, with his best save of the night, able to stonewall him. That's a good tackle from Corneal, who pays the price for it. Karbashian on a hat trick himself. Berenger puts a foot in, and Gomes can win it against his former teammate as he looks to play the ball over the top that might come from Matic if Canio, who just puts the Jets on, is able to get a flick on it, keep it from being a 2-on-1 for Zoom Schneider. He'll take the throw in with Belarov, and now Dickerov. Here's Andres Munoz, who's got men at the back post waiting. He'll go into Lesk instead. It's really good defending again from Bashius. The ball now is from the center half. It's dangerous, and it's another good save. Jadea Gildeen to clip the ball over the net as we enter the final couple minutes of this one. Trying to maintain his second half clean sheet with the pressure being put on from Zoom. This ball is cleared away only as far as it was Lesk who got the shot off, but it's going nowhere, and now Matt Berenger, if he's able to be found. Ball over the top, just too far for the legs of Ollie Clift. CPR don't want to lay off on the pass. And look at Matt Berenger, who's played all 90 minutes running to press. Held up by Matic. Sent to the back post for Andres Munoz. Can head it down. On Chu, driving forward as the skipper, and his ball has to be cleared away and very far away from Tony Skimeka. Matic, and now Ollie Clift. To clip a little ball forwards for Jaden Young, who just can get there. Flags up. It'll be a throw-in for Zoom Schneider. Both teams await the full-time whistle. Here's Matic. His ball is a great one, and it'll come. It was a good tackle. Desiri is able to keep it alive, and CPR throwing everything at the balls to block the shots as it's cleared away, and we enter the end of the 90. 2 extra minutes added on for added time. Here's Munoz. Creating good stuff now, Zoom Schneider, but too little, too late as the flag's up on Gomes. Sent forwards by Gildeen. Up by Munoz. Headed only to Gomes by Van Brewer. And Desiri coming up from center back and putting in some nifty footwork. And here is Gomes. Gonna get himself on the score sheet. And Jadea Gildeen is able to end the game with a nice sprawling save. Gildine sends it forwards. It's really well brought down. Up front by Ajay Yagadason. And now here is Matt Berenger, able to keep it alive for Jaden Young. Berenger again. He's got men in the middle if he wants to pick one out. Berenger's ball is far and wide, but it doesn't matter. From a CPR perspective, a dominant display and a 4-1 win that takes them 5 points clear of relegation and level on points with their opponents today, Zoom Schneider. Just the 1 second half goal from Arman Kerbashiun to seal a tremendous victory for them with a clip over the goalkeeper. It's their first win in their last 7, and it's a big win that just about secures them a spot in the UPSL division next year. So stay tuned for interviews after this one, and we were brought to you by Salt.
Now this could spell trouble for Real Central. Got from distance, looking to beat the keeper. And how about that for a finish to start this game?
Great feet. It's set up to Kugler on the top of the box, whose effort! An immaculate save by Nivkovic. Unbelievable reach.
Looks like a cross is getting set to be put into the box by Aarons, who takes a shot instead, and he scores!
That was a good switch of play. CPR could be in. They are! It's the equalizer!
Buchel out in front, no one around him. Into the 18, his shot is deflected away. Pass there. Advantage called. Yusufi, that time he scores! Ba, for his first time with a sighted goal, gets past 2, takes a shot! And Nish does so well to meet the shot, tipping the ball over the bar.
Here is the set piece, however, by Jordan Trott. Wicked. And it's in! Alex Theodorescu.
Blocks that cross from Puig. Sharifi now fires! Another save by Kazun!
The ball is back into play. Beautiful work, Winder, with the nutmeg.
Mateo. Mark. Mateo. Still Mateo. Oh, wonderful finish!
This kick. Into the box! Oh, what a save!
Goalkeeper a long way off his line, Laflash. His pass is loose, however, he's a long way off his goal. The goal is gaping and the goal is bypassed.
Botti. There's a shot and Kazun beats it away again.
Is Gomez. Over to Charles. Back to Charles. Charles one-on-one with the keeper. Takes on Cisse. Now to find the finish is all is needed. And he finds the back of the net.
And it'll be Naeem who takes a shot, pushed aside. Here's Yingling. Yingling. Yingling shot, and it's in! Tucks it right inside the post!
Well, I'm here with 3 former Zoom Schneider players after their 4-1 win against their former club. Jaden Young, James Turpek, and Jimmy. So guys, big win against your former club and a big win to move 5 points clear for relegation. How does it feel?
The bottom of the table is very tight, so it's a big win. We capitalized on our free kicks, and our forward Mo Miri put away his chances. And it's a big win, and you know the top of the table is very quality teams, Pan-Cyprians and Greeks. So, you know, for us to get a win and get back up to the middle of the table is it's a good feeling and a good Sunday.
Well, it was a great ball in from you for the opening goal. What about you? How's the game?
Yeah, big rivalry. I think there was a lot of fire, energy, and a little bit of hatred coming into this game with the coaches, staff, everyone showing up late. So very good to have a win. 3 points is massive, especially against the mid-table team. And we strive for next week. On and on.
Well, Jimmy, a full 90 minutes from you and a big shift on this left-hand side. Looked pretty tiring. How was the game?
It was a very competitive game, high intensity. But just proud of the boys to get the 3 points. Struggled the first half of the season, and hopefully this is the start of something special.
Yeah, it's your first win in a while, guys. So good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
And thanks,
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
I'm Henry Burlack, and that's it from us at Game and Frame.